Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive with us.
Always exciting to be back.
And today we're diving into something pretty big, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
DeepSeek, this Chinese AI company that's been, well, making a lot of noise lately.
Yeah, and not just noise like, oh, a new company popped up, but like really challenging some fundamental stuff in AI right now.
Exactly. And we've been digging through, piles of articles, technical analyses.
Yeah, seeing how they stack up against, the big names like your OpenAIs of the world.
Yeah, and it's really fascinating stuff. And I think this is a deep dive, whether you're deep in the tech world or just kind of curious about,
Where things are headed, yeah.
where things are headed with AI. This is relevant for sure.
So what is it about DeepSeek that's got everyone buzzing?
Well, they kind of exploded onto the scene, right?
Yeah.
2023
Yeah, really recent.
with this audacious goal, right?
Mhm.
To create AGI,
Mhm.
artificial general intelligence.
The holy grail, right.
Yeah,
Like a machine that can truly think and learn like we do.
yeah, and not just like in one specific area, but like across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing that I think is really interesting. Their approach,
Yeah, how they're going about it.
open source models,
Right.
like a recipe anyone can access and tinker with.
Total opposite of like OpenAI's approach. Very guarded, very proprietary.
Yeah, yeah, and this open source philosophy, I mean, it's attracting a lot of attention.
Yeah, because it could potentially accelerate AI development for everybody, right? Not just within one company.
Yeah, exactly. And they're not just talking, right? They've got the models to prove it.
Right.
DeepSeek V3, that's their speed demon.
Yeah, blazing fast.
And then DeepSeek R1, more for those complex reasoning tasks.
And they're holding their own against, Chat GPT and like some cases even surpassing.
And get this, even Satya Nadella, Microsoft's CEO,
Yeah, he's taken notice.
said he was impressed by DeepSeek. So when you've got the big tech giants like that, paying attention,
You know something's up.
you know something's happening. It's
Yeah.
not just hype.
And it speaks to, I think, the growing influence of Chinese AI on the world stage, right? It's not just Silicon Valley anymore.
Exactly. So we've got this company with this huge ambition, right? The open source approach, these impressive models, and they've got the attention of the big players. The question is how,
How are they doing it?
right? What's
Yeah.
the magic behind all this?
Well, their secret weapon, so to speak, is this thing called mixture of experts,
MOE.
MOE. This sounds very
Technical. Yeah.
technical, right? But I mean, is there a way to kind of break that down?
Yeah, absolutely. Think
Yeah.
of it like you've got a team of specialists,
Right.
and each one is like an expert in their own little area.
Okay. Yeah.
You wouldn't call in, a brain surgeon to fix your plumbing, right?
Yeah.
You only activate the expert you need for the task at hand.
So it's kind of like that with this MOE. It's only using,
It's about being smart with your resources,
yeah.
activating the right parts of the model for each task.
Okay. Starting to get it.
Yeah. And so, for example, their DeepSeek V3 has 671 billion parameters.
Oh, that's a big number.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a measure of the model's complexity, but here's the thing.
Okay.
Only about 37 billion, which is like 5.5%, are active at any given time.
Wow. Okay, so that's how.
That's a huge part of their efficiency, yeah. Achieving amazing performance, but using way less computing power than others.
So it's not just saving money on, like, the electric bill, right? This has bigger implications.
Absolutely. I mean, this could be a key to democratizing AI. Smaller teams, fewer resources, they can still work on cutting edge AI.
Because they don't need these
They
massive.
don't need these giant server farms.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fascinating. So they're doing more with less.
Exactly.
And speaking of doing more with less, I mean, let's talk about cost, right? Because they're achieving these incredible results. But at what cost?
Well, when you compare their training cost for DeepSeek V3,
Yeah.
roughly $5.6 million,
5.6 million.
to the rumored $500 million Meta spent on Llama 3.
Wow.
It's a staggering difference.
500 million versus
11 times more efficient.
that's incredible. So this isn't just like a small margin of improvement. This
It's
is
a whole different ballgame.
a
Yeah.
whole different approach.
And not just about cost savings, but it means faster model updates, more room for experimentation,
So they can iterate more quickly.
much more quickly. Yeah.
And that means faster innovation.
Exactly. More ideas being tested, more breakthroughs happening.
And it's not just theoretical, right? Because we're seeing DeepSeek V3 outperforming OpenAI's O1 in certain benchmarks.
Yeah, and doing it with far fewer resources.
It's like, I don't know, running a marathon at record speed but carrying half the weight.
Perfect analogy. And it's this efficiency, this doing more with less that I think is the real game changer.
Because it means that
The
individual
AI organizations.
people who don't have those massive resources, they can actually compete now.
Exactly. It levels the playing field in a sense, opens up AI advancement to a wider group of people.
And that's incredibly exciting, I think, for the future of AI.
Yeah, who knows what kind of innovations will come from that.
So does this mean DeepSeek's about to take over the world? Are we the kings of AI now?
Well, not so fast.
Okay.
There's still one very big player we have to consider,
Okay, who's that?
NVIDIA,
Ah, right. The giants?
the 800-pound gorilla in the room.
Right. So DeepSeek's doing amazing things, but NVIDIA's still
They still dominate in general purpose AI.
gaming, data centers.
All those areas where raw processing power is still absolutely crucial.
Yeah, their GPUs, those graphics processing units, still the gold standard for a lot of AI applications.
Right, NVIDIA isn't going anywhere.
So is this going to be like a showdown, DeepSeek versus NVIDIA?
It's too early to tell. The landscape is constantly evolving.
Yeah, I guess that's what makes it so exciting to watch.
Exactly. Will they be rivals, or will we see some surprising collaborations? DeepSeek software running on NVIDIA hardware.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see.
Who knows? It's a fascinating dynamic to watch unfold.
Either way, it's exciting for AI as a whole.
Competition breeds innovation. Collaboration does too. It's all pushing the field forward.
Okay. So if we zoom out a bit, what's the big picture here?
Well, DeepSeek's success, I think, really highlights this shift in how we're thinking about AI development.
Right.
It's not just about bigger is better anymore. It's about efficiency. It's about open source.
And specialized AI alongside those general purpose giants.
Yeah, and that point that Satya Nadella made about taking Chinese AI seriously,
Yeah.
that's spot on.
Yeah.
This is a global race now, and DeepSeek is a prime example of that. It's not just Silicon Valley driving innovation anymore.
So big implications for everyone, really. For every industry.
From healthcare to transportation,
To the arts, education.
AI is going to touch every aspect of our lives.
It's mind-blowing to think about.
It is, yeah.
So DeepSeek's story is just getting started.
Oh, yeah, we're just at the beginning.
But even at this early stage, I think there are some really important takeaways here. It really challenges our assumptions. Like bigger isn't always better.
Right, right. Like they found a way to make AI more, sustainable in a way, more accessible.
Yeah, and the open source thing, that just blows my mind,
Yeah.
They're not being secretive. They're like, here's what we figured out. Let's build on this together.
Yeah, it's a totally different mindset. And imagine if that catches on.
Right. What could happen then? Smaller companies, researchers?
Individuals, yeah. Anyone with a good idea.
Exactly. So what about, we were talking about NVIDIA, those giants.
Right, those guys.
They built their empire on power, right, raw processing power.
Yeah.
Gaming, data centers.
Yeah, where you just need brute force to crunch those numbers.
So where does that leave DeepSeek in all of this?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Like, are they going to be rivals, like battling it out for AI supremacy?
Yeah, like a clash of the titans.
Or could we see, like, unexpected team-ups? DeepSeek's efficient software running on NVIDIA's hardware.
Yeah. Combine the best of both worlds.
Yeah, who knows? But either way, it's good for AI, right?
Yeah.
It's pushing things forward.
Yeah, competition or collaboration, it all leads to...
More innovation.
Exactly. And it brings us back to that point that Nadella made, about taking Chinese AI seriously.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
DeepSeek is a perfect example, right?
Mm.
They're not just following, they're leading in some ways.
Pushing the boundaries, coming up with new approaches. It's a global race now, for sure.
Yeah, and the implications are huge, right? This is going to affect
Everything, basically. Every industry, every aspect of our lives.
healthcare, transportation.
Arts, entertainment, you name it.
It's kind of mind-blowing.
It is, yeah. It's exciting and a little bit scary at the same time.
For sure. So DeepSeek, their story's just getting started.
But yeah, lots more to come.
But even now, I think, the takeaway is clear. This idea of efficient, specialized AI.
It's something to watch closely, yeah.
It could change everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like they're throwing open the doors and saying, come on in, let's figure this out together.
Exactly. It's a really powerful idea, this kind of openness. It could lead to like this huge surge in innovation, right?
Yeah, and coming from all sorts of places we might not expect.
Right. Not just the big companies with the big budgets.
So it's not just the Googles and the Metas of the world dictating the future of AI anymore.
It's really leveling the playing field, which I think is, well, incredibly exciting, frankly.
So where does that leave? We keep coming back to them, but like the NVIDIAs of the world.
Right, right. What happens to those giants who've built their empires on Well, just raw power.
Yeah, that brute force approach.
I mean, is it going to be like a head-to-head battle, DeepSeek versus NVIDIA?
Or could they, I don't know, find ways to work together?
Right. Imagine like DeepSeek's efficiency combined with NVIDIA's processing power.
That would be something to see.
Yeah, hard to say what'll happen, but it's going to be fascinating to watch.
The AI world is changing fast, no doubt about it.
And this deep dive, I think, has given everyone a good look at how those changes are unfolding.
And what they might mean, yeah, not just for the tech industry, but for everyone,
This is a global race, after all.
with some pretty big implications.
Absolutely. So keep an eye on DeepSeek. Keep an eye on this whole trend of, well, efficient open source AI. It's really got the potential to change the world as we know it.
And if you're, if you're feeling inspired, I mean, go
Oop.
explore, right?
Yeah, their models are open source. Go see how they work. Maybe even contribute some of your own ideas.
And that's what we love about these deep dives, right?
Yeah.
Giving everyone the tools to explore these frontiers.
Keep asking questions. Keep diving deep.
And who knows what you might discover. That's it for this deep dive.
Until next time.
Catch you.